Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking a quick look here again at SHIB, seeing what's going on. I get a lot of requests for this one, and honestly, it's just something I'd like to pay attention to as well because we took a long position previously, took some massive profits, and I'd like to make sure that we want to, I guess, ensure that my community knows what to do and how to do it effectively in this situation. We do have this ABC pattern that is starting to unfold. In other words, we've already hit our 1 through 5 waves on Elliott Wave, and we're just kind of considering if this is going to continue lower. So again, this will become validated once we drop below this 950 mark, but roughly at this point, it would make sense for the price to pull back, concurrent with Bitcoin pulling back too. There's no guarantees Bitcoin is going to pull back, but that's the general consensus right now. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, just not a financial advisor, I do love teach people to trade. Hope you can learn something today, and obviously, comment below, like, subscribe, follow if you want to become a better trader. Crypto Cash, though, again, .tech is a link down below if you're curious about becoming a better trader. I have a trading university essentially, but more important, some nice trade signals. Take a look at this here today. Storage short in 22 hours, we took 26%. We took a near protocol long in 2.5 hours, 23%, and VeChain just triggered a moment ago at about 19% in 4 hours. So again, conservative 5x leverage trades. Highly recommend low leverage, low position sizing if possible, so you can survive the ebbs and flows of the crazy market we have right now. Okay, so what's SHIB going to do here for us? Let's talk about the backend data and jump into that first. Excuse me, there is a lot of liquidation levels here at different ranges. Somewhere between, we're going to just say, what is it? We're going to say 0.01 down as low as 0.011. Basically, 1 to 1.1 is a heavy concentration of shorts. And of course, at 0.095 effectively is the most amount of longs. Okay, so I'll post this on my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord so you know. I have playout charts that I provide consistently. That's available here. Again, looks a little something like this, and we send some humor along the way too. I think it's kind of funny. Last week, everyone's all happy, and now this week, just feeling battered. Anyways, regardless, check that out in your own time. But what we're looking at here, though, is roughly, again, some liquidations above and below the current price action. Obviously, that's how it works, but we have a heavier concentration at the lower level, so that does tell me that there's potential for the price to continue to swing down, considering we're coming from the upside as well, right? So let's take a look at the daily and see if there's anything kind of telling on the back end here. We are doing well with the trend line, but that's starting to shift a little bit with the 20-day SMA, but we're still above it, okay? That's a positive sign. It implies the uptrend is still continuing, and we want to presume it's going to until it doesn't, okay? That's kind of the consensus on trend lines. Now, I know the funny thing is that, trend lines are fine, they're all well and good, but there's so much movement in these significant uptrends that, pullbacks can be massive and we still have a bullish trend. That's a funny thing about it. So again, that's not like an exact science on the daily. I do not recommend taking a trade only on the daily time frame. We just look at this, get the general consensus of what's going on big picture. We can see, of course, RSI and money flow index are coming down closer to 50. 50 is kind of an area of contention. We want to make sure to stay above that level. That's the goal. All right, stochastic swinging down here pretty hard as well, so everything's looking fairly bearish in the overall sense there. We're also seeing a MACD trying to diverge, but hasn't officially yet, okay? So minus the trend lines, everything else is kind of telling us it wants to pull back. 4-hour time frame, obviously, we can see that it has pulled back. We are technically establishing higher lows, though, which is not a bad thing, and of course, higher highs and lower highs, okay? So when we put this all together, we're in this type of pattern, an interesting pattern to say the least, where the price action is due for a correction in either direction. Now, it normally will continue to establish higher lows in this situation because we're above all moving averages, minus the 20. When we drop below the 20-day SMA, we just kind of got to pay closer attention and be like, okay, the momentum is potentially shifting, so we got to be more aware and ready for a price action to break down. When we take a look at the RSI, money flow index, everything's kind of low here. Being below 50 in the RSI is not great, but money flow index being so low, there's a strong likelihood of a bounce because we're massively overextended to the downside, or at least in the last 72 hours, we've seen a lot of money coming away from this coin. Okay, that implies that people view it as a good value now because of the fact that it's consistently being sold. All right. So again, it's kind of a supply and demand situation right now. So that's basically it. We have a lot less money in the coin, therefore it's more desirable. Okay, that's kind of how that works. When we see MACD, price is diverging still, so not a great sign here. So again, conflicting information, right? We have these ascending trends still holding in place, but most of the oscillators and indicators are telling us otherwise. So when we see situations like that, it's typically a recipe for me to avoid trading that coin. Okay, I would maybe recommend the same thing for you. I know those are fighting words in a lot of cultures or households, or just some people are just really insistent on forcing trades, and I don't truly understand it. It's kind of a newer thing that you do when you're brand new to trading. I would highly recommend, being cautious and careful and protecting your investment, right? Why be in a hurry to lose money? I know you can be in a hurry to gain money too. Everyone else, Tom, Dick, and Harry online is posting 10x results, and everything they touch is gold, right? That's not exactly true, because obviously they're not sharing with you the bad trades, right? If you want to see our trades, of course, complete transparency, they're available on my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Feel free to check that out. But it's been a pretty good month for us, right? Now, again, most of it's mainly because of how we structure our trades. We have some trades still open, but generally speaking, we'll hit our targets because we're patient, and obviously we make sure that we do not use crazy amounts of leverage and we don't get liquidated. That's the bottom line. 5 to 10x leverage tops. That's what it should be, especially if you're newer to trading. Anyways, sorry to rant there. Hourly time frame, we're within the cloud. We're in the lower lead here. We're trying to break down. Conversion lines below the baseline, and the lagging span's free and clear. So this is 2 out of 3 indications to take a short position. Okay, so complete transparency, I think the price action is probably more likely to drop. This indicator is a very solid indicator that I use for confirmation. We're not there yet. We haven't confirmed below the cloud. You always wait 2 or 3 hours before you take a trade. So in a perfect world, the price goes sideways for 3 more hours, and then we're naturally below the cloud. And at that point, we consider a short position. Okay. Again, I like to say consider, because we need to look at everything else again once that occurs. We don't just blindly jump in. Okay. Again, different strategies for different scenarios, but for the most part, patience is the important common denominator here for us. All right. So you've got to tell me, what are you thinking here? What do you think is going to happen? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below, like, subscribe, follow, help us grow the channel. And obviously make sure you check out our newest exchange. The links are available in our Bitunix section here for instructions, but they provide you with a significant reward for utilizing the exchange. But more important, they're a phenomenal exchange. You get some significant rewards, but no KYC or VPN. So check that out. All those discounts are available on our Discord, and of course links down below too. So check them out, and hope you have a good rest of your day. Greatly appreciate your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.